my name is Wanjiru and I'm doing this podcast here today, and I'm your host. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
I'd like you to please kindly tell us your name briefly and the organization that you represent and why you're here.
Oh, thank you. My name is Esther Kiringa. I am the Group Marketing and Sales Director at Smart Applications. Smart Applications is an ICT company across Africa, purely centered around healthcare. And what we do, we are the pioneers of the biometric smart system that has been revolutionizing how access to healthcare is delivered and accessed by Kenyans. Currently, we are serving over 1.8 million members across the African continent, with operations in 12 African countries. What we do is that we provide for the biometric system to identify the members to ensure that there is no fraud in healthcare access. Number two, we completely digitize the insurance and brokers. Like today we are here at the AIBK Conference, yes? Our key partners in terms of digitizing, completely removing paper, ensuring that their work at the back office is purely digitized on matters claim, payment, and processing.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow. So is this your first time?
No, This is my third AIBK conference to attend, and I'm really happy because today they're celebrating their 55th birthday.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Happy birthday, AIBK.
Yes.
So tell us, what has been the difference? What are the quick differences that you have spotted in this year's conference compared to the last two that you have attended?
Wow, I must say quite many. It has been a growing conference, like becoming better year in, year out. Number one, the conversations have been really rich in this year's conference. The panelists, from what we began yesterday, from how do we see the future and how do we see talent changing in terms of insurance and brokerage, and also tech. Number two, definitely the attendance, I must say, has been growing year on year from when I began coming to the AIBK conference. And of course, the last thing I think for me is the support from the industry. AIBK has been very pivotal in bringing the industry together on matters brokerage, insurance, and tech. So those three key things for me really stand out.
Now, I know that you're mostly driven by tech.
Yes.
And we know today's customer is also very tech savvy. What are some of the challenges that you have gotten in terms of information and communication to the new kind of modern client and also the traditional client?
Okay, very good question. Number one, I think for us, beginning earlier on, we began with a smart card, a physical card that you would go and access care with. And after COVID, we pivoted and said, how can we remove the card, the touch, and see how can we go digital? So we actually implemented and were able to embed an app that has a digital card. That came with a challenge. Yes, number one was why? There are some members that do not have a smartphone. Yes, so how do they access care if I have a feature phone? So we came and said, oops, we have a particular group of people, because we are sure that we want to democratize healthcare. Everybody can access healthcare at any point of service. And we said, number two, over and above having the app, let us have USSD service so that those who have a feature phone can still be able to access the same care. Because not everybody has a smartphone. That was the first challenge. Number two was, of course, elements to do with data. Yes, to access some of the apps that we have, you need to have data on your phone. And they said, for us as a company, we'll say you don't need to actually have, data to access the app. You can be able to access the app, initiate a hospital visit, and go and see a doctor, just to be able to really democratize access to healthcare. And of course, over the period, how can we be able to create awareness?
Yes.
Training of consumers, training of our partners on how the new system is working.
How do you do that?
So what we do is a number of fronts. Number one is we hold training awareness workshops across our segment. We're also very big on digital. Go to our YouTube page, our LinkedIn page, just to create and provide, how-to videos just for the consumer to see how to use the systems. And we're also very big on like such forums. We speak on the forums, we partner with our clientele just to disseminate information to the grassroots.
Excellent. Now, speaking of innovation, we know that it comes with risks and challenges. So we've seen in the recent past about data protection and also cybersecurity. Would you say this has been a challenge to you, and how have you addressed the process, the transitions, and the attacks, maybe if there has been?
Okay. Definitely, thank you so much. The world is changing, the global world we are living in. And every day there are threats that are coming across. I'm happy to say that we've not had any attack, any threat for the last 23 years that we have been in operation. And why? Not because we are immune to threats. Yes, just simply because we really are one step ahead in terms of innovating, providing for secure solutions. We comply to GDPR laws and also HIPAA laws across. We do provide for WHO licenses across the systems that we have been able to accredit. We are fully, in terms of our system, very key in terms of ISO, certified by ISO across board. We have been able to implement, we do regular checks just to ensure that we are not attacked or breached. Yes, because we have seen attackers mutating. Yes, we have seen companies breached, the age of AI, age of ChatGPT. So for us, we are very keen on being a step ahead and putting in place measures to avoid and prevent and mitigate a breach.
Excellent. Is AI a threat in the workforce in the coming years? What do you think? What are your thoughts?
For me, no, it's not a threat. What I would say is that it can only be a threat for any individual or people or companies who don't onboard AI.
That's right.
We cannot ignore AI. The other day I was watching a video, allow me to say this, and somebody was telling the AI, please read for me, count for me 1 to 1,000,000. And the AI refused. What does that mean? That AI is becoming clever. It will come and say, I won't do that, Esther. It said, no, I can only count for you in tranches of 100,000. So you can tell that indeed AI is here to stay. How do we change ourselves? How do we learn? Unlearn the old things, relearn new things, and adopt AI for the future.
Yeah. Wow, you have been amazing. And I believe that it's quite an interesting space. But before we wind up, how are you contributing to the economy of this country? How would you say that you're supporting the business space, the business community? I know you deal mostly with corporates, but then how do you think that it trickles down so that you can support the economy to be stable? I know this is a bit of a sensitive
question. Yes, it is, but
do you think you are contributing to
We are contributing from where we sit as a tech company. We are part of the digital superhighway under SHA. The government is creating a digital superhighway that will harness and ensure every data, passed across the same channel to the government. And we are part of that, committee that is sitting, or team rather, that is sitting, because we also provide a fully fledged hospital management system. Yes, and what government is trying to do is to be able to say, can we have one point of truth? Yes, how can we all have this data coming into government for them to be able to provide better healthcare, enable SHA, look at the benefits. So in that area, we are helping the community at large in terms of technology and service.
That makes sense. I'm happy to hear that you're doing something about what has been an ill in the minds of many Kenyans. Thank you very much, Esther, for your time.
Thank you
I'm
so
happy
much
that you could speak to us today, and I look forward to engaging with you further.